Three, two, one, ghost. Howdy ho. Ha ha ha. Welcome to 321 Ghost, everybody. As always, I'm your host with a silent G. Your maybe not your favorite good guy, but I hope top 10. I'm Kyle, everybody, and also joined by my friend to the end, Natalie. Hey, Natalie. Heidi ho. How are you?
Doing fantastic. How are you?
Doing great. Here we are. Y'all, we're back at it with our Chucky series. We are in, let me see if I get this right. We are in the final film
Hmm.
of the final film entry of the original timeline, the Child's Play slash Chucky franchise. Now, granted, we do have a remake, and yes, there is a TV show, but this is our last film,
Yeah.
Cult of Chucky, 2017. This is a the second direct to video, or what? You can't even call it direct to video anymore, right?
Is it, how do you say it now? Direct to streaming, direct to home?
And I think I probably said this last time, like direct to streaming, direct to video, like doesn't have the same stink as it used
No.
to. Because
Mm-mm.
now they just, especially post COVID too, where they would just put
No.
shit out on streaming same day anyway.
Yeah.
So, but we're here. This is 4 years after Curse of Chucky, which was kind of a soft reboot.
Yeah.
I liked it because it was presented a little bit as a reboot, and then at the end you're just like, never mind, we're still here. We would never, ever dare tell Jennifer Tilly thanks, but no thanks. She's
Yeah.
always invited to these movies. We'll figure it out.
She's a part of this forever.
I don't think Don Mancini could. I just don't think.
No.
That seems like a friendship in Hollywood that I would love to be a part of, even though I know I'm not good enough. You know, don't you agree?
I would also love to be part of it, and I do agree that you're not good enough, but I
Thank you.
I would also like to be a part of that friendship.
Speaking of Jennifer Tilly, we do have a recurring cast of characters. Now, the only person to return from the previous film is Fiona Dourif, who played
Hmm.
Nika, um, who I like better in this movie. Remember, I
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
too terribly kind to the last one. I mean, I gave it like
Hmm.
a two, like kind of a
Yeah.
mediocre. It was fine, had some parts I liked, but you could tell like this was the budget was really working against them, you know.
Hmm. They did well. They did well with the same budget in this film.
I was gonna say, and yeah, not to show my cards too early. I really enjoyed this one.
Yeah.
Especially compared to the last one, which again
Mhm.
was still fine. It's still a Chucky movie, Natalie, so of course I'm
Yeah.
gonna fuck with it. Of course
Yeah.
I'm
It's
gonna fuck with
always
the Chuck.
always a good time.
Always, always a good guy time. And so we've got Fiona Dourif coming back. You also have Brad Dourif, industry legend,
Hmm.
obviously.
Doing
Um,
great. Great work
just
always.
they're like, how can we just give Brad Dourif more to do? Let's just make everybody Chucky. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
everyone's Chucky now.
Everyone's Chucky. It's like that it's maybe the timing kind of adds up, right? It was that The Last Jedi, the second of that new Star Wars trilogy,
Huh.
and all the Star I bring up Star Wars fans all
You
the time.
do.
But I know Star Wars fans, like, I remember getting so pissed because at the end it was like every dumbass little kid, I guess, can mind control some shit and move it around, and everyone's a Jedi, or I don't know, or I like that animated Spider-Man movie where it's just like, you know what, fuck it, everyone's Spider-Man, anyone can be a
Oh
Spider-Man.
yeah, Spider-Verse.
I like so this goes in that same vein, right? It's like, you know what, fuck it,
Mm.
everyone's Chucky. I love that. So you've got Brad Dourif playing multiple Chuckies and at least one person, one and a
Yeah.
half, we're not sure.
Yeah.
Um, you've also got Jennifer Tilly, like I said, industry
Hmm.
legend.
Looks
Um,
great.
she's in this more than in the
Yeah.
last one. Still doesn't get a whole lot to do, but again, I
Yeah.
still enjoy her being around.
It feels like an extended cameo.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, and then also like not exactly a cameo. well, certainly more than an extended cameo, but not like a full like character in this movie is you've got Alex Vincent coming back.
Yeah.
He showed up at the end of the last one, right? Turning out
Hmm.
he's living a absolutely healthy life. uh
Ugh.
torturing the severed head of a Chucky doll.
Uh-huh.
He's still doing that. It's all in good fun.
Yeah. They're best pals.
100%. But again, we'd love to have him back.
Hmm.
And ooh, I mean, it comes up in the post credits, but it's only like 2 seconds. But you got Camille Elise back as Kyle.
Hmm.
Love that shit.
Very fun.
Everyone's a Chucky. Everyone from the movies just come on back. This is a family affair. I love this. And I really think, I don't know. I think just Don Mancini's just really fucking cooking with this one.
Yeah, this is where he starts to lean into what I think he wanted to do several movies ago, but probably somebody told him it was a little too batshit. So he held back. And after Curse of Chucky, where it was a little bit more restrained, I think he just was like, you know what? No. Like this is my baby. I know what I'm doing. Trust me to just make it really off the wall. So this definitely leans into the territory that the TV series goes into, which is fun.
Outside of that, outside of the cast that I mentioned, I mean, you have a couple of new characters. This was filmed in Manitoba, so
Hmm.
you have a lot of Canadian actors here.
Yeah.
So, and then just by nature of just being a Canadian actor, a lot of their credits are, not like Degrassi, but Degrassi types, but then
Yeah.
also like a lot of like Battlestar Galactica, SG-1, a lot of sci-fi stuff that
Yeah.
was, also filmed in Canada. So, um, but no one that I recognize from much,
Me
right?
either. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
recognize anybody.
And then I didn't check to see if the girl who played Alice in the last movie is this same girl when she shows up like in the dream sequences. I don't know.
She looks older, so it might be the same actress actually in that amount of time later because she was a smaller child in the last film and she looks like a tween or like a young teenager in that little dream sequence.
Now, this was the second time I watched this movie. I'd only watched it once
Hmm. Did we watch it
before.
together?
We must have, right? It's a new Chucky movie. It was streaming. We must have.
Yeah, there's a good chance that
Or
we
I'd like to
did.
think so.
I'd like to think so as well. This was actually only I know this is the third time that I'd seen it. I watched it once between the first watch and watching for this episode. So this is my third watch of this movie.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I'm just happy that this movie exists. I'm glad that they are continuing to make these movies. It's wild to think that this one's 8 years old.
Yeah.
Um, and then normally you'd be like, oh my God, has it been that long? But I guess you do have, like I said, the reboot and you have the TV series, which
Hmm.
we had a quick huddle before starting, and we decided like maybe let's hold off on covering the show. One,
Hmm.
because I don't know. I don't know if y'all want us to do like an episode by episode. I don't know. If we get enough
It's a
people that
lot of
seem like fuck,
hours.
we need it. But that's a lot of time. And but I would say at least like go watch the show because there's a lot in
Yeah.
this movie that goes right into it. And the show, I
Hmm.
think, is a lot of fun and
It is.
does take a couple extra swings. And also continues to get a little more convoluted. But you know what? When you're
Hmm.
7 episodes plus 3 seasons into like one narrative arc, it's gonna get a little loony.
Yeah.
And I just love like yeah, and with this movie, I love bringing all these people back. Gosh, it feels like the well, I was gonna say it's almost like the horror version of Fast and the Furious, you know? Nobody stays dead. Everyone can just come back. Who cares?
That's
Get the
kind of
same
true.
actors, however many years later. I
Yeah.
don't know. I love
Yeah,
it.
that's kind of true.
Before we hop into this movie, of course, this is an entry in one of our franchises. So, Natalie, we've got a few rules. Do you mind going over them before we start?
Of course. Also, I wanted to point out that this is the longest franchise series that we've done so far because
Look at
this
us go.
one we're 7 movies in. All the others only went up to 6.
Dang.
I know.
Love the longevity of this franchise. Absolutely.
Yeah. I would love to see another Chucky movie. So, we're on the last film of this series. So, we will be spoiling all movies, all everything Chucky we can talk about now. So, watch them if you haven't already. We're going to share our favorite Chucky quote, of course, because he's a foul mouthed little fucker. We're going to share our favorite Chucky kill. And then we're also going to share our boo score, as always, and then update our ranking of the films. And that's
Love
it.
it.
So, really, there are no rules because now we don't have to worry about spoilers anymore.
Love that.
Yeah,
Well, I'm ready to hop into this movie. How about you?
me too. Let's do it.
So we basically start about where we left off in the last movie, where now Andy is a character in this movie. We see he's got a small
Mm-hmm.
part in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he is still just going to town on this Chucky head, which is great. And we see him on a date with this woman,
Love it.
and good on her for Googling him first.
Well, no, they had been on several dates.
Oh, I thought this was the first one.
No, for a couple reasons, it's not the first one. She says like I really like you, but that's too much for me. So like they've been on a couple dates, but also Chucky is aware of her. He mentions her and knows what she looks like.
Yeah, but I mean, what if he was? I mean, Chucky's obviously looking over his shoulder, like when he's on the computer and shit. What if he was just on his dating website, pulls up this redhead, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go on this date now." I don't know. They don't explicitly say.
They don't, but it's implied. I think it's implied that it at least went on like 2 or 3 dates.
No, I mean,
That's the vibe I'm catching.
I think it's funnier if it's the first date because one, she doesn't even make it to like getting a meal out of this. Like they had just
Yeah.
ordered drinks, and she's like, "I
Yeah.
don't know, this is a good idea. I googled you. This is our first date, and you're bringing up the Second Amendment, which is fucking a red flag for
I
dating
love that
men."
he's like he's talking about how pro gun control he is, but he's like, he's like, I'm not like a gun fanatic or anything. But then, of course, you get back to his place and it's like a bunch of like animal heads on the wall and just a wall like cabinet of just guns, like a full artillery. Is that what you call it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he is a gun fanatic.
Yeah. Man, that's hard. But I'm glad that that's why I like if it was the first date, because hey, at least he comes out with all of this nonsense first.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, and I think this intro really works for me because it answers the question that like everyone's probably wondered in between of like how does a killer doll trying to murder you as a child affect you long term? So it was answered like briefly in the last movie where Andy's like watching morning cartoons, like while he's just hanging out in his apartment, which is what he's doing when you first meet him in Child's Play. And let's not forget that Rachel's a redhead. So is he specifically looking for redheads? Because that's an interesting dynamic too. I thought that that was a fun little, maybe there's something to that.
Some wires getting twisted there.
Yeah, and then also like him and Chucky kind of are friends. Like they kind of are friends to the they're like
To the end,
frenemies.
Natalie. Yeah.
Yeah, like so I love this intro because I'm like, whoa, this shit got real dark. Like Andy's life is fucked up. It's real fucked up.
Like I said, a lot of fun, if not particularly healthy. That's okay. We
Hmm.
get our credits. that basically catch us up through what happened in the last movie. And I mean, we
Very,
know that, uh,
very, it's very like made for TV movie intro.
well, it is a made-for-TV movie.
Well, I mean, yes, but like a thriller that's made for Lifetime type of
I hear you.
intro, it feels like.
I didn't go back and see if like the footage of like the babysitter from the first movie, Karen's friend, I forget her name, like falling out of the
Aunt
window. I don't know if
Maggie.
that's actual footage. And Maggie, thank you.
It
I
is,
don't remember
yeah.
if is it footage from the first movie exactly.
Hmm.
That's
Yes.
fun.
The only reason why I remember Aunt Maggie's name is because Chucky says Aunt Maggie was a real bitch and had what's coming and got what's coming to her.
So basically to get us caught up, um, Nika was framed for all of the murders that happened in Curse of Chucky. Alice goes and well lives with the grandmother who is dead at some point. We see at the
Hmm.
end of the last movie, right? That awful
Hmm.
last shot, and then somehow gets adopted by Tiffany. So sure, all right.
Well,
And I like how convenient.
because Chucky possesses her.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's gonna matter to CPS,
Hey,
right?
I mean, they made it work.
Yeah, I guess so. And Nika is now at this, or at least was at this very high security behavioral health facility
Hmm.
and getting electric brain shocks. I didn't know that
Ele-
was still a thing in 2025,
Oh my
but
gosh, I looked it up because I didn't think so either. Do you want to hear some interesting things about electroshock therapy?
sure. Is it still a thing? Is that like all Medicaid can cover or what?
So, so this is wild. I thought the same thing. I was like, okay, this was 2017. I didn't think electroshock therapy was still a thing that they use. Guess what? It is. But it's very much this is a last resort type of treatment. But from what I understand, Google, you can Google it. I'm not going to give any sources. But the short answer is they do it now, but they use anesthesia. So people aren't awake and in pain while they're getting electroshock therapy. But what they do is they do controlled electrical doses, and the simplified scientific explanation that I could find is that it's supposed to alter your brain chemicals, similar to how medication does to improve symptoms and is often used to treat schizophrenia specifically. I still think it's wild to try to electrocute people's brains into operating correctly. So that's why I Googled it in the first place. But yes, it is still a thing that happens all around the US. So interesting to know.
I guess you could say Chucky cut her life into pieces. Therefore, that was her last resort.
Oh my God.
Thank you, everybody. So we're with Nika, getting electroshock therapy, and this with her therapist, who we'll learn is a just a terrible
Oh,
therapist.
what a piece of shit.
It just gets worse and worse. We've got Dr.
Mhm.
Foley, and basically he's convinced her that Chucky is a hallucination
Mhm.
and that she killed everybody. And because she has come to terms with this, she can now be downgraded from high security to what they claim is a medium security facility, but I'm going to say very low if I had to rank
Oh,
security at a facility, because there seems to be maybe four people that work there,
it's a
and
lot
people
of
seem to be able to
shenanigans.
walk right out whenever they want.
Yeah, it's a lot of shenanigans happening for sure. And I mean, if I were Dr. Foley, I would think I was convincing her of the truth because my first assumption wouldn't be that the doll killed everyone.
Yeah, but he's like really quick to assume that it's her. But like it's not
True.
like there's like clear-cut evidence that it was her. You know what I mean?
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean,
I guess
if you're looking at it from like,
a jury
I don't
convicted
know.
her, so that doesn't necessarily mean guilt, but
Yeah, but like who else's fingerprints are there except for her and the victims? And then it probably not Chucky's. And then
the
you've
only thing I
got
could think of,
go ahead.
the only thing I could think of would be that Alice, possessed by Chucky, would then say like, "Oh, it was Nika who did it. I saw her do it all." And then maybe that's what does
Oh,
it.
that
But
absolutely could. Yes. I didn't even think of
yeah.
that. Yeah.
So, we meet the other patients, or some of the other patients that are here. You got Malcolm, you
Hmm.
have Claire, you've got Madeline, who we know smothered her baby at some point.
Love that for her.
Look, if it wasn't such a fucking annoying baby, then,
She's
she
like, you
wouldn't
wouldn't
have to.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, what do you want me to do? Um, so and again, it's pretty low security because I'm pretty sure like within like 15 minutes of her being there, she's already having sex with Malcolm in
In
one of
a
the
random
stairwells.
hallway. Yeah. I was like, okay, good for you, Nika. She was like, you're kind of cute. I'll fuck you in that hallway.
Yeah. So they're at this group circle
And
counseling
Angela,
with
you forgot about Angela, the one that thinks she's invisible.
Angela, yeah, the one that thinks she's
Hmm.
invisible.
I love
Yes,
her.
yes. Yeah, I like Angela too. So I know Claire at least is like not having this, like having Nika as part of this group. She's like, no, 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 no. You killed a shit ton of people. I don't know.
Claire is
I don't
the
know if
worst, and I don't
explicitly.
know. They don't say why she's there.
Yeah,
Self-harm, I guess.
or Malcolm either, other than the fact that yes, Malcolm does demonstrate multiple personalities, but that doesn't
Hmm.
mean that he would be in this. I mean,
That he's a
unless he did
danger.
something. Yeah,
He must have.
he's a danger.
I'm assuming Claire is there because of self-harm of some sort, because when Chucky bites her later on, she keeps yelling like, I won't hurt myself, I won't hurt myself. So I'm guessing that that has something to do with it for her.
Claire's like, you killed those fucking people. And Nika's just like, hey, look. And again, Nika thinking that, yeah, I did kill those people.
Yeah.
And says, hey, look, little possessive of the niece, little jealous of my sister. Things get a little wild. We have a little too much bean soup. And next thing I know, everyone's gets a little fucking crazy, right? We all go a little mad sometimes, right? So, which is something perfectly sane people say right before they do perfectly sane things. So now Angie or Angela, I forget, but she's like, no, 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 no. No, it was Chucky. Chucky called me, and he has a message for you, by the way.
I love it.
He's like, Alice is not okay, by the way,
Yeah.
and I'm coming for you. Heidi ho, ha 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 ha. So,
This there I love that this doctor though just lets these patients just run this therapy session however they want. Like he's letting them fight, make up lies, like just
oh yeah.
going at it, like making accusations. I'm like, is this a healthy environment for them?
Oh, he lets them just hang out at murder scenes. He's just like, hey, what did I tell you? Like, but there is no security in this place
No.
whatsoever. You only meet a
There's
couple
four
nurses,
employees. Yeah.
and there is the officer that's outside that stays outside the whole time,
Yeah.
and doesn't do the one thing he's supposed to do, which is
One
maybe
guy.
keep people from coming
Yeah.
inside that are supposed to or they aren't
Yep.
supposed to. Now the doctor's like, hey, I know we could really throw a hot potato in this stew right now. Let's let me pull out this doll.
Why the trigger? Like no one's gonna think that's gonna go well for several reasons.
Yeah, he's and then I'm just like I did think it was funny because I was like, where are people still getting good guy dolls? And he's like, oh, I got it at a Hot Topic.
That was good. Yeah, that was
Which
pretty
makes
funny.
sense. When's the last time you were in a Hot Topic?
Oh my gosh, only like 2 or 3 weeks ago for back to school shopping because they have backpacks.
She shops at Hot Topic.
He wants to shop at
Aw.
Hot Topic, but I told him we had already bought a backpack, so I wasn't buying another fucking backpack. But yeah, like Hot Topic is still a hot topic.
I guess so. Um,
It's kind of for
what was
dorks
it?
now, though, more than like alt kids. Like it's kind of like nerdy more than anything else.
I think it's like, I don't know. I haven't been in one in years, but like I feel like well, it just kind of goes in waves of whatever the youth are after. But I think
Hmm.
there's probably like a lot of like anime stuff now, probably.
Oh yeah,
Or
lots of anime stuff, and he's really into anime. So that was one of the reasons we went for a specific backpack that they didn't have in stock. But yeah, I've been in a Hot Topic recently. You can find good guy dolls there. You can find Chucky dolls, but they're not like that. Like that's more like Spirit Halloween tier. He should have said he got it from Spirit Halloween because they still have those good guy dolls that are Chucky's real size at Spirit Halloween. I just saw one last week.
nice. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. I love the Spirit Halloweens are open right now, by
Oh
the
my
way.
gosh,
Love
how
that shit.
exciting. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
Happy
ready.
Halloween
Summer.
season.
Yeah, summer's over.
I was telling my wife, I was like, look, pumpkin spice shit is out now. Spirit Halloween is open. Why can't I decorate the house yet?
Oh, you should.
I, you know what? Maybe I will. I'll do it tonight. But I was told not to. I was told late September at the earliest.
Oof, that's pretty late in the
We'll
game. I'm
see.
starting September 1st.
Good for you. I love that. So he's like, "Hey, let's bring a doll into this. Let's see what happens." It doesn't actually go very far because
Mm.
Madeline takes it and says, "Ooh, this is my baby now," and
Hmm.
walks out with it. So we've got one Chucky doll that is in this building right now
So far.
so far. I'm gonna kind of keep count as we go.
Absolutely, you should.
So Nika gets a call. She's got a visitor. She's like, "Who the fuck is
Mm.
visiting me? Everybody is dead."
She
And
looked
she
excited
goes,
though.
"A little bit." Well, I
Yeah,
mean, it's like getting mail, you know,
yeah,
like good mail, not like
yeah.
bills and shit, but like you're
No.
like, "Oh, let's find out who this is. Let's find out who it's from." I love this. Someone saying hi, coming to my own little corner of Manitoba. I love that. So and she goes downstairs. What is the fucking name of this fucking therapist again?
Dr.
Foley?
Foley?
Foley.
Yeah.
Dr. Foley. So they go downstairs, and Natalie, it is fucking Tiffany Valentine,
Looking
who
great.
there is, oh, yes, looking great in red. I love that visual of her in red and when everything
Yes.
else is in stark whites.
Yes.
Now, it's always the same joke in every single movie where someone has to say, "You look just like Jennifer Tilly."
It never gets old for me though.
And sounds exactly like Jennifer Tilly. She's like, "Oh,
Yes,
I get
yes.
that a lot, you know." Um, and she's like, "I've got something for you. First of all, a message. Alice is dead. Whoops. Ah, what can you do?"
Not a great
Which
guardian.
which is a bummer, but at the same time, like I'm glad they just killed off the kid. They're like, we don't need
I
this kid in this
know.
new
They're
movie.
like,
Fuck
what do
it.
we need
Just kill
her
her off.
for? Yeah.
Yeah. But I am bearing gifts. So here you go. Here is a second good guy doll.
Ugh.
And I
I
guess
know
this is like
I would just know some shit was gonna go down.
I would say so. But when you have Dr. Foley, who's just kind of like a crooked pervert fuck, and I don't know. I mean, Nika knew exactly like this is fucked up. I don't like the idea of fucking two of these fucking
Hmm.
dolls, let alone one or any of them. But I like how it's like, where did you get this one? And Tiffany's like, oh, yeah, we use this for Alice for her therapy too. I guess that's just what you do is you just keep bringing Chucky dolls to therapy
Yep.
for anything. I mean, granted, sure, yeah, okay, they were both involved in
Yeah.
some capacity, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Imagine you go to your therapist and they just bust out a good guy doll and they're like, I heard these are working pretty well for people. Here's
I
yours, your
should ask
therapy
my
doll.
therapist. Yeah, when I see him next, I'll ask him. Be like, you don't have any like dolls, right? That you're gonna just like
Send
pull
to
out and
me.
say like, "Hey man, this is gonna manifest your your anxieties here. What do you think?" So obviously Nika does not want this. So Dr. Foley takes it to his office. Maybe he's thinking like, maybe I can just use this to torture some other therapy group that I have. I don't know. I could probably make good use of this. Now we've got multiple Chucky dolls. Now I'm counting three so far. Two in the hospital, one that's a severed head in Andy's
Yes.
cabin.
Yes.
Now,
We only know one is alive at this point.
up until this moment,
Oh, that's true. Okay.
where this one comes alive inside his office, walks outside. I guess, again, this is the, I can't even call it a medium security facility when you have just unlocked drawers that say sharps on them that people can just sneak up and grab whenever they want.
And the patients can get in and out of their rooms, it seems like, because
Yeah,
Angela's just in the hallway.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, so I'm like, I don't know how, yeah, whatever. But you've got Chucky who grabs this knife, walks by. I like it. He's just going right straight to kill Nika, or
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
so we think.
Yeah.
And I like how he stops by and talks to Angela for a moment.
I
And then
love
you're
their
the one that called me.
conversation. Yeah. I like that she says, I'm not gonna hurt you.
I like how he's pretty put off because, and this is also the first time we
Yeah.
hear Brad Dourif talk in this movie, and he's
Which
like, "What
is
the fuck?"
early.
Yeah.
Only like less than 30 minutes you get Chucky walking and talking, which is pretty exciting.
I mean, not a nice thing to say in a facility like this, but he does go like, what a fucking cuckoo's nest,
Of course.
which
Well, Chucky's
obviously,
always gonna say something fucked up. The first words out of his mouth are, "You stupid bitch, you filthy slut." Like, come
yes.
on. You knew he wasn't gonna be a good guy.
But also
Literally.
a reference to Brad Dourif, who was in the movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yes, that too.
Yeah. So I just had to get that ham-fisted
Yeah,
joke in there.
of course.
Um, I did like how he was like, you know what? I'm gonna come back for you. You wait right there.
Because you're a real pain in the ass. Well, just because she says it's not gonna hurt you, and he's, "You fucking with me?" I love that response. Like he's like, "What do you mean you're not gonna hurt me?" And he's like trying to like speak logically to her, but she's just not catching on.
And he just gets so confused and frustrated, and he's just like, I'm gonna come back and fucking kill you. You just hold on. You wait right there.
I will be
Which
right
she,
back.
which she does. He holds on to that promise.
Yeah.
Um, Nika, having learned that Alice is dead, it's pretty rough.
Ugh, yeah.
I probably should have put on a, like
Oh,
I should have
trigger warning.
mentioned
Yeah.
a little trigger warning because there is suicide in this, or at least attempts at
A
suicide.
lot.
And he comes in and Nika has already slit her arm open and is bleeding
Mm.
out. You can tell she's not dead yet, but just very delirious and out of it, about to lose consciousness. Chucky's like, no, 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 not yet.
Yeah.
And turns
One,
out Chucky is a pretty good at suturing. Which I mean, I guess he'd have to. I think because he didn't stitch his own face together, but maybe he learned a thing or two from Tiffany.
I mean, he probably has had to stitch up a couple wounds on his own, I would think. But I mean, once you learn what his agenda is, it makes sense that he would save Nika from killing herself because he needs her body.
So the next morning, Nika comes to. Um, One of the nurses is like, "All right, get up. We gotta, start on our day. This and this and this." I think it's a Carlos, nice guy,
Yeah.
Carlos.
Yeah.
Gives her the gum, and she finds that not only is her arm completely stitched back together. I'm surprised there's no like hospital medical staff that would be like, "Huh, what do you have? Why is your arm all wrapped up? Did you do
Yeah.
this?" And then stitch yourself back together.
Yeah.
She takes a pillow and throws it on a puddle of blood by the bed that has a very, very good block lettering. I forget
Like
what it
that
says,
that
like
blood it says not so fast.
not so fast. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just very perfectly written. Like that blood is congealed, like it's not even liquid. which is
Yeah.
kind of funny. Something you didn't mention is Chucky looks a little bit different. What do you think of his new look?
I like it better than the look in the last movie.
I do too. I like it better than the look in the last movie, but yeah, still doesn't beat original Chucky for
But
me.
when he goes to like static, like just doll form, he looks like the doll from the first three
Yes,
movies.
yes, he does. It's when yeah, when his face starts moving, it looks like CGI to me.
Yeah, might be.
I don't know that it is, but I don't think he looks too bad.
So, like I said, he keeps his promise with Angie. Um, they check on her in her room, find out that her arm has been slit open and she's bled
Mhm.
out all over. So they're thinking it's a suicide. But somehow she, yeah, slit her arm open, dripped, and then reached over and then drew. I mean, this is Chucky that did this, and the same
Yeah.
block letters. Chucky did it.
Also with the same piece from Nika's wheelchair, which would be very incriminating.
Right. Oh, that's where she got it, was from her wheelchair. Right, 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 right.
Hmm.
Yeah. Even though she could have just rolled over and just got the drawer of, got to the
The
drawer of
drawer of
sharp shit.
scalpels.
Yeah. So goodbye, Angela. That's our first death. So we've got round two of therapy. Now we've got two Chuckies in this room.
I love it. They're all losing it.
Yeah. And it's funny, it's only up until now Nika's just like, so what was the name of that woman that just showed up and said she was Alice's guardian and dropped off this fucking doll?
Hmm.
And then fucking what is this guy's name?
Dr.
I keep fucking
Foley.
forgetting. Dr. Foley. I keep wanting to say like Renfro or something. I don't know. Dr. Foley.
Foley.
So he's like, I don't know. Like again, low security, so we don't really vet people when they come in. But I think Valentine, to which Nika's like, ah, fuck, I know, god damn it, I got again.
Yep.
I know who this woman is. She she's the girlfriend of Charles Lee Ray that also looks just like Jennifer Tilly. Fuck. These dolls are fucking alive. I fucking know it. Something is clearly up.
Yeah.
So she's like, we got to test out this fucking doll. We need to see if this thing's alive. To which, Dr. Foley's like, yeah, yeah, I'll roll with all this. Here, come on. Let
Yeah,
me,
he's like, why the fuck not? It is a good little bit of suspense.
yeah. Because he does a little bit of it reminds me of that companion movie earlier this year where basically they just hold Chucky's hand out and then
Yes.
he just lights the lighter and then you just see it melting and then you just like watch like the dead just stare of the Chucky doll. Um,
Yeah.
and
Keeps his cool.
well, my understanding is that
They'd already switched.
they already switched places. So one of the dolls is Chucky. The other doll has not yet been possessed by Charles Lee Ray.
Oh, okay. So that one's not awake yet. And
That is
Madeline's holding Chucky,
correct.
like the living Chucky.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So Nika's like, thank you for humoring me, but we do need to check the second one. If
Yeah.
if you get no half measures, you can't just test one and not
Yeah.
the other. There's two of them. That's just you're just like you're a doctor. Like this is good science. You have to test
Yep.
both,
Hmm.
right? So Madeline, of course, is not having it. She's like, "That's just a dumb doll. This is my baby," and storms out with it.
Yeah. I love when she sits down, she goes, "Oh, what an ugly doll."
Yeah, of course, Dr. Foley is just like, "I thought we were past this." Come on, Nika. I'm just like, dude, stop bringing these fucking dolls in, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Like maybe don't reactivate the trauma.
don't poke the fucking bear, dude. Don't kick the
Yeah.
hornet's nest. So Madeline, like I said, storms off with what we think is Chucky in this doll.
Mm.
Goes outside. Now Nika and Malcolm go after, get cut off by the nurses. Nika's like, I'll do a little distraction. Malcolm, can you go out? Malcolm, who now, I think when we first meet him, he says that he's also Michael Phelps.
Yeah, he says he's Michael and then he's Mark.
Now he's Mark Zuckerberg in this
Uh-huh.
one because he's got the hoodie now.
Does he only pick names that start with M up until Charles?
I guess so. It's only been the three, yeah.
Yeah.
But um also, Natalie, what this had why is there a graveyard
I
on the
know.
premises?
I don't understand
Multiple
why there'd be a
graves.
graveyard. Like, do these, then these people have no family, so they're just burying them at this institution?
That seems not to sound callous, that just seems like a waste of real estate, honestly. You should
Yeah.
just cremate them
Yeah. No,
and
it's
do whatever.
kind of wild. Who was that open grave for? That was for Angela?
I suppose so. That's the only thing I can figure is because I'm like, why was there an open grave like already? Like what who
Yeah.
is buried in here?
Yeah.
And why?
It was funny because my son watched half of this movie with me and he's decided that Chucky is not scary. He's like, that's ridiculous that you think this doll is scary. And I was like, okay, well, whatever. But he looks at the hole that, the grave hole, and, Madeline throws Chucky in there, and he goes, whoa, how deep do you think that hole is?
Six
And
feet?
I was like, probably about 6 feet. And I realized I was like, oh yeah, he doesn't know that yet. So then I taught him that a grave is 6 feet deep. I was like, how depressing. But I just thought that was a fun fact.
So not only does Madeline throw this Chucky doll inside this grave, Malcolm walks over, meets with her, and then she shoves him in as well.
Yeah, what was the point of this? This is a little bit that I didn't understand quite. I didn't quite get it.
I don't understand it either, to be honest.
Did he possess Malcolm and it didn't quite take because he already has different personalities? Is that what happened?
I suppose so. Yeah, that's the best I can figure because I wasn't sure if he was ever possessed by Chucky or if he was for a little bit and then pops
Went
out
to
at
one
the
of his
end,
other personalities.
like right after he kills that nurse later on as Malcolm. Like maybe then Chucky was like, yeah, I got bored and I left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, too many people in there, which I think is kind of what happened.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay.
Or, I mean, I think it would be just as interesting if he was just like, no, I like this. I'll just be Chucky too.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not?
Interesting.
So, but we're led to believe that Chucky has possessed Malcolm because when the nurses or the guards or whoever come out and help pull both the Chucky doll and Malcolm out, Malcolm looks to Nika, who's watching through the window, like right at her, and gives her
Mm-hmm.
this like, I'm gonna fucking kill you kind of
Mm-hmm.
look.
That smirk.
Yeah, you're just like, oh no. So this is your first hint that like Chucky can take over people now.
Mm-hmm. He found some good shit on voodoo4dummies.com.
Love that. So I mean, I guess maybe that doll that got his hand all melted up, maybe that was Chucky because Claire has now this second doll,
Mm-hmm.
not the one that was thrown in the grave. Or maybe it was, I don't know. So, but she's got one of them, and then it fucking bites her on the arm.
Oh, I love that.
I think when she's trying to throw it out
Yeah.
and or put it down that trash chute. And the doctor and Nurse Carlos are like, what the fuck are you doing? She's just like, no, it bit me. And maybe they think that she bit herself, so she was
I
like
They
self-harming. And she's
definitely
like,
do. Yeah.
and they're like, it's happening again, Claire. We need to strap you down on this operating
Mm.
table, give you a bunch of drugs, and
And then
just
leave
kind
the
of
room.
just leave you in here with that doll for a little bit.
Yeah. Claire is the worst though. Like
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
if she wasn't fucking running her mouth 24/7, maybe somebody would fucking listen to her.
Yeah, I would have felt a little more bad for her too, but yeah, so she's strapped to the table. She's kind of barely conscious. Chucky gets right up, walks
Oh
over,
yeah.
grabs this little baby compressed oxygen tank. He's like, this is me what I think it means. So I think I can turn this into a little baby rocket.
Yeah.
which he does. It gives me I mean obviously hints of that death in the Love Motel at
Mhm.
in Bride of Chucky, right? With
For
all the
sure.
glass coming down.
Yeah, he
'Cause
definitely stole that idea from Tiffany 100%.
I love that, you know. So
It's a pretty shot.
he yeah, he shoots the this giant window that's on the ceiling above the table that Claire is strapped to, and all of this glass shatters. You see one piece that goes right through her neck and
Nice.
decapitates her. I like how it's a little bit, at least a few seconds, 10 seconds even, after she's been decapitated, her little beep 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 beep. What's
Yeah.
that thing called? That checks your heart
The
rate,
heart monitor.
your heart monitor. Yeah, it's a while. It keeps going for a little bit until it
Yeah.
flatlines.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's like I guess same thing with humans. Like if you cut a chicken's head off, they're still alive for a little
I
bit.
mean, your heart's gonna pump for a little bit and just slow down, I would think. It's not like super abrupt, but
Suppose so.
it's a good head. I think Claire's
Yeah,
head looks good.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Rest in peace, Claire. Sorry.
Yeah. Peace out.
Yeah. So Andy's at his cabin getting like real-time news from Perez Hilton.
I love
Is
it.
Perez yeah, that takes me back a little bit. Is Perez Hilton
Yeah.
still a thing?
I don't know. I
I
should have
don't
looked into that.
like what kids these days are like going on that website. Like that's just
If
not how people consume anything
if
anymore these days
electroshock
anyway.
therapy is still happening, I would bet Perez Hilton is still a thing.
I guess so, unfortunately. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Perez Hilton was kind of schlocky, but not like I don't know. I don't remember how
I
like
don't remember
malicious
either.
Perez Hilton is. Um, but anyway, he sees this. I guess someone's reporting all of these murders and thinking like, oh, it's Chucky doing it again. Whoever's, well, I guess Perez Hilton writing all of this. So
Perez Hilton's website is still active and very much up to date with celebrity news. So
there you go.
it is still a thing.
So that encourages Andy to take matters into his own hands. He's like, I'm going to go to that hospital. I think he has tried to um, get to Dr. Foley before this. I think maybe an attempt to get to
Probably.
Nika to
Mm-hmm.
help her.
Because he's watching that footage back.
Right.
Mhm.
And he goes to his closet and pulls out a third, well, I guess a fourth good guy doll. Because you've got the severed head that's still there,
Uh-huh.
just saying shit to him, which is pretty fun.
Yeah.
I wish he brought the head with him so he could continue kind of just
Because
being a dickhead.
they
Like,
are best friends. I like that
yeah.
he even gives him a hit of his weed and everything.
And I knew he was going to do like a little, like, thing with this, like try to bite him a little bit.
Yeah,
I like
which
that.
is also really fun.
So he's like, I've got this full ass Chucky doll I'm going to take with me. A Chucky doll with like what is that haircut?
It's so that Andy can identify him. So he buzzed his head so that he'd know
Oh,
which Chucky doll he planted the gun in.
got it.
Smart.
So he heads to the hospital with this doll, leaving the severed head inside that cabin. Now, Nika goes and talks to Dr. Foley, who is like, hey, Nika, this is all a series of accidents. Unless it's you and you killed them, which maybe you
Mhm.
did, or it's an accident, or you killed them. And it seems to really kind of underscore that point.
Yeah.
Um, now, the doll thing wasn't working. How about I inject you with this drug and put a strobe light in front of you and see how that works? I'm gonna try this
Yeah,
out. We're
let's
gonna,
hypnotize you.
yeah,
Ooh. We've talked about hypnosis before, and we're like, no, thank you. Don't hypnotize me, please.
no,
Oh,
thank you.
when we were talking about Late Night with the Devil.
It was that or like fourth kind because there's a lot of
Oh,
hypnosis in that,
yes, yes. There's yeah, a couple times we've had hypnosis pop up, and it's a no every time.
and seems to be like a pretty broad science because there's a seems to be a lot of ways to do
Yeah.
it. This one
Yeah.
is like, hey, how about I just inject you with something? I'm just gonna put this strobe light on. Don't have a seizure, and I'm just gonna pour myself a drink. and
I know
just be a perv.
as soon as he starts pouring himself a drink, you're like, oh fuck, this guy's a weirdo
Yeah.
for sure.
And he tries to basically convince her that she has killed both Angela and Claire,
Mm-hmm.
and then proceeds to sexually assault her
Mm-hmm.
by trying, kissing her on the lips,
Gross.
and also insinuates that this is not the first time.
No, definitely insinuates that this has happened many times.
God
Yeah.
damn. Um, and you know what? Usually, if I would say the only time I would say Chucky is actually being a good guy in this entire series is right now when he goes up behind
He doesn't
the
kill him
doctor's head.
though.
He doesn't kill him because he wants Nika to do it.
Hmm.
Knocks him out and says, "The fuck with this guy? What the fuck was that about?" Jesus, I know I'm bad, but I'm not that bad. Like I'm not
Yeah,
like
he's like
and
gross.
and I like the fact that at least um you know yeah, Chucky has no interest. I mean, he only wants to have sex with other dolls.
He's what I think is interesting about Chucky is his moral compass is real fucked up, but he has a couple things that he just won't allow. And so he's like, okay, sexual assault, not okay. Like that's not for me. Like he does say like this guy's diabolical, like I wish I could be that bad, but he's like that's not me. And then the other one is he's not homophobic. Like he's like I'll kill anybody. Like I don't care what their, gender identity is. I don't care what their sexual orientation is. He's like just everybody's fucking bodies. Like I love that for him. But yeah, but he'll murder anybody for any reason and he'll torture people for their entire lives if he can. So he's a terrible person, but it is funny that he does have certain things that he's just like, no, I don't fuck with that.
And, and I hope he was like this before, but I think
Hmm.
also underscored by like, now he's a father of gender fluid children, you
Yeah.
know?
Hmm.
So I like that.
Yeah.
Good for him. But,
People can change.
and again, he wants to empower Nika by being like, hey, you kill him,
Yeah.
finish the job, do
Yeah.
it.
He deserves it.
I'm surprised that Chucky, like, so ultimately she doesn't kill,
Mm-mm.
um, Doctor, why do I keep forgetting his fucking name? Natalie.
Foley.
Foley. Oh my God.
Yes.
I keep wanting to say Dr. Kelso or Dr. Renfro. Are those other doctors in other movies? I
I
don't
don't
know.
think so.
Don't mind me. So I was surprised Chucky was like, all right, I'm just gonna fucking do it. Just because he likes killing, He's
Yeah.
like, all right. But he really wants her to do it. So we fade to black and we get this quick dream sequence. And this is when we see Alice again
Hmm.
and saying, like, you're back. We're all here. Ha 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 ha, something something, I don't know, some cryptic shit. And then you
Yeah.
also have like a very startling, weird shot of Nika crawling on the ground and this like larger Chucky.
Yeah. It's really weird.
Like, I don't know what that effect is that he's like doing, but like it's stuck with me though. I like it.
It's almost as if it's an image of Chucky enlarged next to her, and then there's like a static kind of
Yeah.
movement back and forth to it. It is kind of scary, even though it's a really weird creative choice. And also, just to follow up, it is the same actress that plays Alice.
Oh, thank you.
Hmm.
So let's see. Dr. Foley's alive. We go to the next day.
They fake you out,
Um,
though. They fake you out, making it think that maybe he isn't alive.
and then you have Malcolm who is acting or trying to act like Charles Lee Ray or is Charles Lee Ray as
We're
well.
not
We're
sure.
not entirely sure. But he is at a table with Nika and Madeline. And so Dr. Foley does arrive ultimately. Um, but then he claims that it was Nika who assaulted him, not
Mhm.
a Chucky doll, which makes sense because I mean, and he said he could
Yeah.
barely remember anything anyway. But then he's also
Hmm.
kind of like, you know what? Hey, I assault you a little bit, you assault me. Look at us. Look at this back and forth. This is what
This
we
is
in
so us.
sciences call chemistry.
It's
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah. So us. And so I'm gonna forget this if you forget this. How does that
Mhm.
sound? And she's just like, what the fuck? I am just so
She's just
oh
looking
my
at
God.
Madeline taking that Chucky doll to her room like, what the fuck is about to happen?
Yeah. Which yes, Madeline goes to back to her room with the Chucky
Uh-huh.
doll.
Uh-huh.
So Andy's on his way still, and he gets a call from Tiffany, basically just taunting him, and saying that like, "Hey, buddy, the cult's growing. Got a few more in our ranks. Maybe you'll join us one time." I don't know if she says that necessarily,
Uh-huh.
but
She does.
there
She
are
says, "You want to join?"
yeah, yeah. So there's at least three Chuckies now. We've got
Hmm.
three Chuckies that are alive and possessed by Charles Lee Ray, rather. Four
Hmm.
dolls. One is a head that's possessed in Andy's cabin. We've
Correct.
got one that's with Andy with the bad haircut that is not
Hmm.
possessed, is still just a
Correct.
doll. And then we've got two dolls that are alive and maybe Malcolm inside this facility.
Yes. Yes.
Got it. If anyone's keeping score at home.
Uh-huh.
Um, so Nika's trying to follow Madeline into her room, can't get in. She's pounding on the door. Madeline doesn't care. She's got Chucky, and she is essentially recreating how she smothered her own child to death.
Yeah. And she breastfeeds Chucky. Don't leave that out.
Yes, right, right, right. Yeah, she
Yeah.
breastfeeds Chucky for a little
I
bit.
think you even
Um,
hear like the sound of him like coming off of her nipple. Like you
yeah.
can hear it a little bit. And I was like, oh, he really was breastfeeding from this woman.
So, like, not to sound dumb because I'm 99% sure, but I'm just gonna ask. Now, you can't lactate unless, I mean, it's harder to lactate unless you are like, unless you have like have given birth, right?
Not necessarily.
Please tell me.
So obviously, if you have recently given birth and you have a baby actively breastfeeding, you'll keep lactating. So like there are people who breastfeed their kids like till they're like 4. Like
Oh, okay. So
you'll
as long as you
keep
keep it,
producing milk. So even if you don't have, so that's why there's wet nurses. So wet nurses, as long as they're actively breastfeeding, they can keep lactating.
I'm so dumb, Natalie. Is that why they call them wet nurses? Is because they
Yes,
keep,
they can
ah,
breastfeed.
wow,
Yes. Uh-huh.
that's a skill.
Then, okay, then on top of that, so like Madeline could keep, she could keep expressing milk, which is like if you don't have a baby, you can just keep the milk supply going by stimulating the flow of the milk. It's wild. Yeah.
How do you jumpstart the ability to milk or lactate?
You have to be pregnant or have a baby.
Okay, so there's no way to start that unless you have been
I'm
pregnant or having a baby.
almost 100% sure that there's no way to start that without that part being the case. So she could keep producing milk if she was, and with with how she's acting, I wouldn't be surprised if she was keeping that process going just by expressing milk.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm gonna, um, yeah,
Yeah. And
be humble.
other
I
fun
don't know.
fact. Yeah, I know. People don't know enough about this. Other fun fact, even if you're not actively trying to still produce milk or lactate, you can for years after finishing breastfeeding. Some women do. So, yeah, the female
Human
body's
body.
complicated. Yeah.
Yeah, love it. Beautiful, you know? So so that's what Madeline's doing inside.
That's what the fuck this bitch is up to.
Yeah, yeah. So she's trying to now smother this Chucky doll with a
I
pillow.
love it. I love that she's recreating the murder of her child.
Yeah.
It's so fucked up.
Now, Nika and Dr. Foley are able to get inside, um, and as well as Chuck, I'm just gonna call him Chucky Malcolm for right now.
Hmm.
They intervene, and Nika's like, that doll's not dead. And then
Hmm.
because it's a doll, and that's not how you kill a Chucky
Yeah.
doll. I
Yeah.
don't think that would work.
I don't think you can suffocate him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's like, no, this is my baby. Or no, now that she's killed it, she goes, it's just a doll. Like she like is
Yeah.
able to then separate that out.
Uh-huh.
Um, Dr. Foley, always being the responsible therapist, he's like, hey, no, this is gonna represent something for a little bit of all of us. He's basically just gonna do like a hey, I could cross off three things here. It's a two birds, one scone situation where Malcolm, I don't know how
Two birds, one scone?
you've never heard that. Two birds, one
No.
stone. Two birds, one stone is just so terrible. Why do you want to
Oh
fucking kill
my
birds with a stone?
God. That is
But
that's so dumb.
you can take one scone, break it in half, and feed both birds.
That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. You, you, you big softy.
You're the dumbest shit I've ever heard, you fucking jerk. So Dr. Foley's like, hey, Malcolm, I don't know how this helps you, but I'm gonna include you.
No,
Uh
okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
no,
Pause.
yeah.
Is he the baby's daddy? Because I feel like they heavily imply that here. And
Do they?
I did not realize that the first two watches that I had of this movie.
That the Dr. Foley was?
No, Malcolm.
Oh, I don't know.
Is he the dad?
I don't know. I don't think so.
They say something shit. Now I wish I could remember that somebody says something that says like you two have been through a lot. Like implies that like he's the dad. And that's why I was like, "Oh, maybe that's why he's in there."
Oh, I thought it was just like all the murders going on in this hospital. Like y'all have been through a lot.
Oh, maybe.
All the everything around here, everything else that's
There's
going
a
on.
lot of shit going on.
Yeah, we're past all that other stuff, or maybe not, because he's like, "Hey, look, Malcolm, you're acting like Charles Lee Ray. You should stop that." And Nika, you think this doll is alive? Stop it. And then fucking Madeline, you think this is your baby? Let's hold a funeral. This can be closure for all of us. Like
Yeah,
I said, two
that's
birds, one
true.
scone. And we've got a perfectly usable graveyard that already has a hole dug in it, or maybe we dug a whole new hole, and we're gonna go hold a funeral. So, which they do. And then, which I was thinking, I was like, well, maybe the graveyard is not for the people that are patients that died, but it's just all dolls in that graveyard. And it just used to be like, hey, you know what? This is my last resort. Is it like, hey, how about let's just have a doll, let it kind of manifest everything, and just say that
Mhm.
to everybody, and then let's go bury it. And then you just have this graveyard just full of like dolls that they buried as part of like group therapy,
Very
you know?
weird. Very, very weird.
Also weird. Yes. So that night, Andy finally arrives. He's denied entry. I guess this is
He,
it. That's where they get medium security from. Is it like someone finally says, "Hey, no,
you know
don't
what? We'll
just,"
allow dolls left and right, but not actual human men. I like that he tries to politely commit himself, and that doesn't work, so he just punches his way into the situation.
and the cop is at least just like, "Hey, like, no, man, like, we'll let anybody in. Just make an appointment. Like, just
Yeah.
come by tomorrow morning. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
It's just after hours, dude. People are trying to sleep. Come on,
Yeah.
what are you doing here? There's a hotel like right down the way with the Taco Bell, dude. Go,
Yeah.
have a chalupa, get some sleep, come back." So yeah, good. And Andy's just like, no, thank you. So and I guess by punching this dude in the face, I guess that also gets him committed inside this hospital as well.
Yeah. I guess
Sure.
so. I mean, you could just call the police.
Right. But then I'm like, I guess you're out here in the middle of nowhere. You're just kind of like, I guess might as well just leave him in here for now. We've got the room,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Just lock them up until the police come.
Why couldn't you just wait for an appointment the next morning? Like now you're locked in this room. You can't get out, and you're stuck in this room for literally the rest of the movie.
Well, he is safe in that room.
guess. I
One
mean, it's not like
entrance,
people
one
have
exit. Like he can watch what's going on around him.
supposed so.
Yeah.
Um, Nika, meanwhile, has just been fucking eagle eyes on this grave that has one of the Chucky dolls inside it,
Yep.
being like, that thing's gonna crawl right the fuck out. I fucking know it,
Hmm.
which it does.
It does.
Chucky, no, so that's gonna be grave Chucky.
Grave Chucky. Okay, because he's all dirty,
So
all fucked up looking.
yeah, dirty grave Chucky. Um, Chucky, all the other Chucky with the regular, not regular hair, original Chucky, Chucky
He's
Prime in this one.
burned hand Chucky.
Yeah, little melty Chucky. He comes up from behind, drugs her,
Yeah.
and says, I'm fucking back. We're doing this. Things are getting real weird here. Um, so now there are four. No, yeah, four that are, well, I don't know.
There's four total Chuckies, but this is right about the time where the one that Andy had, the shaved head Chucky, gets mailed to Dr. Foley.
Right. Yes,
By
right.
Andy, we're presuming.
Bad haircut Chucky gets sent to Dr. Foley.
Hmm.
Chucky from the grave makes his way into Madeline's room.
Yeah.
And she seems pretty, like I said, it's kind of sad because like she
Yeah.
seems pretty ready to die here. And
Oh yeah.
even it's just like, I want to kill myself, but I'm told that people that die by suicide don't get into heaven, so I don't want to do that.
Hmm.
Um, which there's no proof of that. And
But and also, you're not worried about killing your own baby not getting you there.
yeah, I was like, I
Murder
don't again, I think she's able to compartmentalize a little bit. Look, she's
for
not
sure.
dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
She compartmentalizes hard.
but Chucky's like, you want to die? I got you. Come over
Yeah.
here. And
I'm your
like
boy.
basically like fists her mouth to death,
I love
essentially.
that. I love that so much. Because he like pulls out like her like what do you call that? Her
I don't know what that
throat?
was. I
Like
just
it's
made
her
a note.
it's
What
like
is
the in
that?
yeah, it's like the inside of her throat, her like your gullet. Is that what you would call that? Like what is that?
Sure.
It looks nasty and like it would be painful though.
I know. The nurse, right before she leaves Madeline, she's like, all right, well, you're on suicide watch. I'll be back in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And Chucky's like, that's all I need.
He's like, I didn't even need 15 minutes, girl. Give me
Yeah.
5.
Yeah. Easy. I can do this real quick. The nurse comes back, finds Madeline there dead with the Chucky doll sitting there on the other side of the room, and then without an arm, and then seeing that one arm is just all the way down her throat, and she is
Hmm.
dead. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Madeline. So, Dr. Foley, back in his office, has one of the Chucky dolls. Think the original Chucky, or the first Chucky, rather,
Yeah.
and finds Nika there. So, this is when he reveals he's a little more like,
He's got a
mustache
plan.
twirling villain here,
Yeah.
where not that he's really orchestrating anything, he just doesn't care. He's like, you know what?
Yeah.
I mean, if few people are dead, honestly, that'll just make it a little more colorful. Because as far as I'm concerned, y'all are the fucking most, and this
He's
is
gonna
gonna
write
be
a book.
a hell of a book. I love
Yeah.
this.
Very Gale
So
Weathers of him.
yeah, do not. I mean, she would never. That part, yes,
But I
but
mean, you're writing about like, hey, it's happening. Somebody's gonna write a book about it.
so Dr. Foley's like, first things first, though, and pulls out, these red heels for her to wear. He kind of kisses on her feet, massages them a little bit. You're
Uh-huh.
just like, oh my God, dude. Um, Puts these on. Again, Chucky's like, all right, I guess round two. Just comes up right from behind, does the same thing, just smashes and just knocks him out.
Yep.
And I like it that he's very much like, okay, we're gonna try this again, okay? Let's fucking kill this guy. Thank you, please.
Yeah.
Um, Nika also is like in a straitjacket at this point because they really are not
Yeah.
trusting her with anything.
No.
Um, while they're talking, a door opens, and I believe it's bad haircut Chucky. Or you've
No,
got, you've got,
it's Grave
you've,
Chucky.
right. But
Mhm.
then Bad Haircut Chucky is like also there, had gotten there already, right? Is talking
Well,
to them.
he's bad haircut Chucky is not alive yet. He's laying on the desk because when he got delivered to Dr. Foley was like, "We don't have time for this. I'm going to just ignore this suspicious doll delivery, not check it for weapons or bombs or anything that could be of danger. We're just going to leave it here on this desk."
Right. So you've got Dirty
Hmm.
Grave Chucky who shows up,
Yep.
talks to first Chucky, and then you've got Bad Haircut Chucky on the desk.
Yep.
They wake up Bad Haircut Chucky.
Hmm.
So now
Exactly.
we've got four alive Chucky
Yep.
dolls.
How do you
Three.
feel how do you feel about this multiple Chucky situation?
I like it. I think it's fun.
I I don't mind it. I like watching them interact, but I do feel like it cheapens Chucky as a character a little bit. Like his agenda feels a little bit less precise. It seems like he does still have a plan, but there's just it's I don't know. I like there just being one. There's just too many possibilities with too many Chuckies.
I mean, I hear you. I do probably prefer when it's a little more straightforward, like it is in the first few movies. I think this is better than, I still think it's better than the last movie. Remember his like
Oh, I
motivation and his
agree.
plan and all that?
Oh,
It was
it was
awful.
such bullshit. Yeah. So this is definitely better that he's just on this like chaotic journey to just get as many people and dolls possessed by his essence as he can. But I think it makes him a little less scary, but a little more fun, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also admits, yeah, I did possess Alice for a little bit. Man,
Mm,
people are trusting for dolls, but especially so for little white girls. And I was able to make that work really well for me. But you
yeah.
kill so many people, ultimately someone's going to fight back and kill you. So,
Yeah. I,
Alice
I
is dead.
And I also like that he says, I think he says something about being like damaged too, like, like taking hits and things like that. So I thought that was kind of cool because it's pretty brutal to think about. Like, he just kind of used her body to murder a bunch of people. And I was like, well, then and now she's dead. Whoops.
If you remember Carlos, he also stumbles into the room and is like,
What a,
what the fuck is going
what
on?
a bad situation to walk into. Like, I would have just been like, I'm just going to slowly back away and close this door.
Dude, he does not get a chance. They kill him
No.
immediately.
Oof.
Oh, having three Chuckies come at you like that, and one's fucking just
Mm-mm.
power drilling you, and
No.
one's fucking cutting your guts out, one's fucking
Gross.
stabbing the shit out of you.
Hmm.
Oof, he's dead. I thought that was a pretty great kill.
Yeah, he does disembowel him. I think that was one of the things that Tiffany says to Andy earlier. She's like, he said that just to send you a message. It's only one word. Disembowel? Does that mean
Yeah.
anything to you? And then I had to teach my son what disembowel means.
Yeah. So now Chucky also, and by this I mean the first Chucky, admits that he was never going to kill Nika.
Hmm.
Now, what he does want to do is he wants to take over her body,
Hmm.
which he does.
He
And
sure
now,
does successfully. And now she can walk.
right. So she has a super strength because she's able to burst out of her straitjacket and then
Hmm.
stands right up and is able to walk. Remember, in this movie and the movie
Hmm.
before, Nika cannot use her legs to walk.
Yeah,
She's wheelchair bound. So,
yeah, she's supernaturally possessed, so that apparently is giving her the ability to walk and move freely.
and the first thing that Chucky Nika does is walk right over to Dr. Foley and stomp his goddamn fucking skull in.
Hmm. And he
Rest
says
in
this is
piss,
for
asshole.
Nika. Yeah, he says this is for Nika. And then brushes his head. Love that.
Bye, fuckface. You're dead. Um, they're like, all right, time to kill Andy. Let's not forget. If we are anything, we are petty and we hold grudges. If we're
Yes.
gonna all be Chuckies, we got to agree on this. I love how there's this really quick conversation of like, hey, which one of us gets to kill him?
Yeah. Yeah. I love that bad haircut is the one that they choose just based off of the fact that he has that fucked up haircut.
He's like, yeah, that is bad, man.
They're
You
like, so
should go kill
sorry.
him.
Yeah.
Like one's been like, I've been having a bad day, and she's like, dude, you just had a titty in your mouth. Your day's going great, dude. Fuck you.
Yeah. He's like, please, just because you got buried, okay.
Yeah, right. I feel like that's at least that evens it out, sure. But that haircut, ooh, that looks rough, dude. You deserve it. Go kill
And
him.
you're a
I,
doll, it's not growing back.
I'm surprised that any of the Chuckies would relent. We'd like, we need to go do this all together,
Yeah, just do it as
right?
a group.
Yeah.
But they've got shit to do. They've got to split up.
So remember that cop that Andy punched that was in the beginning
Yeah,
or
the
earlier?
one security guard at the
Very low
property.
security
Uh-huh.
hospital. Um, gets killed immediately because you see
Hmm.
Tiffany's car roll up, right? But Tiffany's not in it. But well, technically Tiffany is in
Tiffany
it
is in it.
because you get this is your first shot of the Tiffany doll.
Hmm.
Glad she's still hanging
He's
around,
just
looking
laughing.
great,
Yeah,
laughing, just sitting in the back seat.
having a good time.
Um, he's like, "What the fuck?" And then, bam, Tiffany comes up from behind. A lot of just coming up from behind and just slits his
Yeah,
throat. He's dead.
as she does with that sharp fucking nail file. I would be afraid to use that on my fingers.
I know, Jesus. So Nika Chucky meets up with Malcolm Chucky, or maybe who wasn't possessed. Well, but I think I agree that he was possessed for a little bit and then
Yeah.
now isn't.
Yes.
Um, now one of the other nurses, the nurse that wasn't Carlos, the nurse that
The
I know
female
she's got,
nurse.
yeah, female nurse, she's got two kids. I know that. She was trying to judge fucking what's her face for it. And then
Hmm.
after finding Madeline, she's like, I quit. I guess
Yeah.
didn't get close enough to the exit because Chucky
Hmm.
Malcolm, or maybe just Malcolm, kills her and she's
Yeah.
dead. So Chucky Nika finds that dead body and then Malcolm, and he's all confused. He's like, I swear I can hear him. Nika Chucky's like, you're a fucking fake, bro. You're not the real deal. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
He's all on his knees being like, no, I can hear him. He's still in my head. And guess gets right out of his head because there's a lot of power drill kills,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, where did this
Yeah.
power
So
drill come from?
yeah, they never establish, I don't think, where like at least the scalpel comes, everything comes from that drawer, I guess. And or at least or from pieces of the wheelchair or whatever. I don't know if they
Yeah.
explain, or set up where this power drill comes from.
No, I don't think they do.
But this is a good one where it goes through him and it goes through his eye out the back and shit. Like that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. So bye Malcolm or Chucky Malcolm.
Hmm.
Sorry, buddy, you're dead. Now, like I said, they agreed that bad haircut Chucky is going to go kill Andy, which he goes
Hmm.
straight to Andy's room, gets inside, says, "Hey,
Lucky
fucky."
him that that's the one.
Yeah. He's like, "Hey, fucker, let's rumble." Um, However, Andy fucking playing 4D chess here,
Hmm.
smuggled a gun inside of bad haircut Chucky. Fucking bursts, like fucking fists his way through Chucky's stomach,
I
rips
love
him
it.
open.
I love the way he like violently pulls his overalls off and like lifts up his sweater. If you were that Chucky doll, I'd be like, what the fuck is happening right
Whoa,
now?
whoa, whoa, what are you doing?
It's like, whoa, he's undressing me. What is happening?
Yeah.
I love that shot of him because the Chucky doll looks confused and fucking thrown off. He's like, what is happening?
Fucking rips this gun out from the insides of Chucky,
So
shoots
fun.
him multiple times, and then just stomps his fucking skull in. I
Love it.
love the shot of Andy standing over this Chucky doll with his head smashed in and
Hmm.
fucking just bleeding all over the place. I was like, ooh,
It's
that's
good.
our like hero shot. Love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, for sure.
So goodbye, bad haircut Chucky. We got one less Chucky now.
Yep.
So Dirty Grave and original Chucky.
Hmm.
And the head that's back at the cabin.
And the head.
Yeah.
Don't
So
forget him.
yeah. Um Nika Chucky arrives in the doorway saying, sorry, bro. Snooze, you lose. And
Yeah.
locks him inside again, being like, hey, you're I'm surprised. I don't know. I'm surprised you didn't try to kill him. But just locks
Yeah.
him in there.
I don't think
And
that Chucky. always wants to kill Andy because like he if he kills Andy, like Andy's not coming back. So for him, it's more fun to have a game of cat and mouse. And also, like Fiona Dourif acting as her dad, as Charles Lee Ray, is really good. The way she like they kind of throw her hair back and they put her in that trench coat with the scarf. I love it.
All a really, really nice touch. I love
Hmm.
that a lot. Um, there's a PA announcement that the place is on lockdown, but
Who's
who
left?
who's
Who's
left?
keeping it on lockdown? There's no fucking security guards. Like who?
That woman giving the announcement is like the only surviving employee of that entire
And
building, as far
where
as
has
I
she
know.
been?
I don't know, not making any other announcements. I didn't hear anything.
She must be locked in like a little like receptionist desk or something in the front. And Chucky was just like, we're not worried about her.
Yeah. Yeah. So either way, Nika's like, well, this isn't stopping me because I'm just going to walk right out the front door,
Yeah.
connect with Tiffany, who's in
Hmm.
Jennifer Tilly's body,
Hmm.
greeting her there. They have a nice embrace, make out a little bit. I was like,
Love
this is
it.
great,
Uh-huh.
you
Love
know?
that. Love a
And
good lesbian love story end.
they get in the car, they start laughing. I did like how, like, again, Tiffany, you see like a little bit where she's kind of barely conflicted sometimes, where she's like, yeah, this is all great, but I don't know if we needed to do it to that kid, like with Alice,
Yeah, she's like, I kind of miss Alice.
And I love that just Nika Chucky's like, nah, fuck that kid.
Yeah.
And they all start laughing. And then the Tiffany doll in the back seat starts laughing too.
I know, I do love it. I also like that after they kiss, Nika Chucky says, "Well, this is different." And Tiffany's just like, "Works for me." Like
Yeah.
their love story is one that is just so weird and fucked up, but I love that it just transcends bodies. Like
Yeah.
they are into their weird fucked up relationship that they have no matter what body or situation they're in. They might kill each other every now and then. They might, find other people to play with, but they always find their way back to each other. I think it's very cute,
It's very
very sweet.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love that you put it that way.
Yeah.
They roll off and it's honestly, you leave Andy stuck inside this hospital
Yeah,
and
Andy's stuck.
they roll credits. Like this is a
Yeah.
cliffhanger. This is I think they
Yeah.
were expecting maybe to make another movie after this.
They must have
Ultimate
been.
ultimately they do the show instead, but
Yeah. Or Don
yeah,
Mancini may have knew that it was going to go in the direction of television. Who knows what he knew?
we do have one quick post-credit scene. Like I said, we do have a cameo from Kyle because Andy also very petty and can't get over his arch nemesis is
Yep.
like probably just on his way, like when he wasn't like talking to like Tiffany on the phone, he also calls Kyle. He's like, hey, by the way, I got this severed Chucky head inside this cabin out in the middle of nowhere. I just need you to, I've been torturing the shit out of it.
I
Can you
just need to
just,
keep that going.
just keep that going? I don't know when I'm going to be back. It's like, hey, can you feed my cats? Also, I've got this other thing. It's like watering a plant. It's like, hey, can you go and just fucking just you know, just take a fucking drill into this
Flambe
thing
it.
for a minute. Yeah, yeah, flambe it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's the end of our movie. Cult of Chucky.
Hmm.
Not exactly a cult.
I mean, they're working on it. It's the humble
Yeah,
beginnings of a cult.
yeah.
Yeah.
The seed. It should have been called the Seed of Cult of Chucky,
Stupid.
right? So, yeah. And here we are. It's the end of our movie. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so. This movie is wild. But yeah, I think you got all of it.
Thank you.
Good job.
So, okay, now, geez, as we're wrapping this up, I'd love to hear some taglines.
Okay, you're in luck. This has two taglines, one of which I really
Okay.
like.
Love
So
it.
the first one is Friends to the End, remember? That was kind of classic Chucky, Andy love story. But this one's really fun. You may feel a little prick.
I like it. It works on so many different levels because
It
obviously, one,
does.
he's got the
We're
syringe on the cover.
three ways.
Two, he's a fucking prick.
He's a prick.
He's short.
Hmm.
And three, he's got a little doll
He's
dick.
he's got a little doll dick.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good one.
I like it. It gave me a
Thumbs
good chuckle.
thumbs up for both because
Yeah.
you get some heartwarming nostalgia in the first one, and then you
Yeah.
gotta get a good chuckle on the second. Love it.
Yeah. Love that.
Okay,
All right.
so let's do Chucky quotes first.
Deal. You want me
You
to
go
go
first.
first?
Yeah.
I think you know mine. So as much as the multiple Chuckies are not my favorite, hearing them speak together is very fun. So you've got Burned Hand Chucky, original Chucky, saying, I've been through a lot today. And no, I'm sorry. Grave Chucky says, I've been through a lot today. And original Chucky says, You got to suck titty today. That is so good. I love that. I love the idea of someone being buried, just losing their arm, and him being like, No, you got to suck titty today. That's my favorite Chucky quote of this movie.
I think that one was probably mine too. I I had a backup, and I think a strong backup. And I was a little divided on it just because I don't want to like encourage the weird sexual predatorness of Dr. Foley. But the
Okay.
second time when Chucky knocks him out and he just goes, I fucking can't with this guy. I don't know whether to kill him or take notes. I thought that
Yeah,
was pretty good.
that's pretty good. My backup, just in case, was when he's speaking to Angela in the hallway. He says, Aren't you the crazy bitch I talked on the phone? What is he? Aren't you the crazy bitch I talked to last night on the phone? I love that he just calls her a crazy bitch. And she's like, I
Aw.
hear things too.
Um,
He's great.
kills. I will go first.
Okay.
I think that there's some good kills in this one. I like
There
it.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite though is probably Carlos being killed by the three Chuckies. Because
Oh.
you get the drilling, you get the stabbing, you get the disembowelment, you get the steam coming out, which one of them was very excited about. He was like, I think it was Bad Haircut Chucky, where he was like,
Yeah.
y'all get to see the steam that was coming out of his organs and shit like that. It was
Yeah.
great. Um, so
Yeah.
I thought that one was my favorite. How about you?
That's a good pick. They were all very excited. I had a few that I was on the fence about, but ultimately I'm gonna go with Claire's death because I just absolutely hate her character so much. Like, as much as Dr. Foley's definitely the worst person in this movie, Claire is the most annoying because she really just does nothing but, yell at Nika. So she was my favorite because she's so annoying. It was nice to see her die. And I like that she cannot move, but is completely awake for what's happening to her. And it's visually very pretty. I like the snow coming down with the glass and her just looking directly up at what is going to kill her. It's a really nice shot. So my favorite death is Claire.
Who scores? Would you like me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I when the first time I saw this movie, I thought it was okay. It was fine. I was like, this is getting like a little too excessive with the plot. I agree. Like, oh, at first I was like the multiple Chuckies. I don't
Yeah.
know. Um, watching it this time, I had a lot more fun with it, and
Yeah.
I think that it is, I think one of the better Chucky movies. Um, I don't remember off the top of my head boo scores that I gave to the others. Don't need them. It's okay. But
Are you sure?
I know that I gave the last one a two.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give this one a three.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
I thought that was really fun. I liked the characters. I like the deaths. You get more Andy, you get a little bit of Kyle. Of course, you get more Tiffany. You get multiple Brad Dourifs, and then you get, spoiler for the TV show, but you get your first scenes with Fiona Dourif playing the character made famous by her father. It's all very cute. I think
Mm-hmm.
this is great. I give it three boos.
Wow.
How about you?
Generous. Let's see. I agree. When I first watched this movie, I I think now watching it after the television series and seeing where Chucky is headed, it's a lot more digestible than it was the first or even second watch. And it is just, it has a lot going on, but in a good way. There's enough characters to have some really fun, good kills, but there's not so many characters that you are overwhelmed and confused. You get Chucky really early on, which is really fun. So I I don't know. I was pleasantly surprised by this watch of this movie. I was really torn between 2.5 and 3 boos. And I think the reason why is because if I choose 2.5, I can rank this movie two different ways. But if I choose three and I go by my rule of not putting something that has more, less booze ranked higher than something that has more booze, um, that makes it hard. But I think this was a fun conversation and talking through the movie and thinking about just Chucky's overall fun that he's having and the personality that you get to see from him and Brad Dourif's line delivery, like that really can make or break a Child's Play movie for me. So I'm also going to give it a 3.
Love that. So, with rankings, I will give you mine and I will tell you, well, I'll give you my ranking before this movie, and then I'll give you my
Okay.
new ranking.
Okay.
So, going into this movie, I had going from worst to first, I had Curse of Chucky, Child's Play 3, Seed of Chucky, then a pretty big gap. Then Child's Play, Bride of Chucky at number two, and then Child's Play 2 being my favorite at number one.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to go from, yeah, I'll still go from worst to first. Curse of Chucky, Child's Play 3, Seed of Chucky,
Mm.
Cult of Chucky at our number four spot. And then you've got Child's Play, Bride of Chucky, and Child's Play 2. How about
Okay.
you?
Wow. All right. Whew. I'm gonna say, okay, so my original ranking, I'll go worst to first per your order. So before this movie, my ranking is going Curse of Chucky, Child's Play 3, Seed of Chucky, Bride of Chucky, Child's Play, and Child's Play 2. This one is great. And it's funny because at first I was hesitant to put it before Seed of Chucky because I really do enjoy that movie. I think it's really fun. But at the same time, the same way that Seed of Chucky felt like a new era of Chucky and who he is and what his agenda is, this feels like a push further in that direction where, in Seed, he really declared that, like, this is who I am. Like, I am this doll. And then in this movie, he's like, oh no, I am all dolls. Like, I am everyone. I'm gonna just fucking be everybody I can be. So I'm also gonna place this one right down the middle. So it's gonna go Curse of Chucky, Child's Play 3, Seed of Chucky, Cult of Chucky, Bride of Chucky, Child's Play, Child's Play 2.
So, really, it's just the top three that
That
we're
we
a
have
little
mixed up.
different on. But actually,
Hmm.
really, it's only two and three because we both agree that Child's Play 2 is the best one.
Yes. Yes.
So it's really just swapping Bride
Bride
in the
and
first
Child's
one.
Play. And they're so like they're kind of neck and neck too, because one of them I think just scared me so much as a child, and the other one is big nostalgia for me.
Yes.
So I went for the fear factor of it over the nostalgia.
Mm, I hear
But
that.
good final rankings. They actually I really thought they would be more mixed up than they ended up being.
And again, they're all fun to watch.
Yeah.
I like them all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Fuck. Natalie, we are closing closing shop on this one.
Wild.
We don't even know yet what our next franchise is going to be.
No. This was a big one. This was a big one. So we'll have to discuss it. I, I've said in a lot of outros, I'm open to suggestions on franchises, but because they are a long journey, ultimately, as a duo, we do need to decide whether or not we'd want to do it. But please let us know if there's any franchises that you think we should dive into,
Hmm.
or that you're like dying, we're going to cover it, but you just are waiting to hear it.
Yeah.
Do we need to fast track? Let us know. And we're not
Heidi
going to do
ho.
the remake.
Okay. Yeah. It's just bad. It's really
It's just
bad.
bad. Yeah. Like if you want to watch it, go watch it, but don't be mad at me that you watched it because it's not good.
It's wild how you waste Aubrey Plaza, Brian Tyree Henry, and Mark Hamill.
Right? It, incredible. Like that in itself is such a challenge. I can't believe that that was even possible.
That's a real sexy combo, the three of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm, dang. Yeah, and the it's just maybe I'll talk a little just I'll give my quick thing on it now. I,
Yeah,
I
go
don't think
ahead.
it's very good. I Chucky is not like really like malicious exactly. Well, because he's not a possessed doll. He's just like
Yeah.
AI gone wrong.
He
And
literally has no soul.
yeah.
Like is the feeling is missing. Like that's what makes Chucky so special is the pettiness, the the asshole just the assholery of it all that he has. And that movie takes all of that out and turns him into a misguided computer, essentially.
And it also came around a time where both, I think, like, the It remake was out, or maybe was
Hmm.
coming out, and Stranger Things was out, and everything needs to be about like this like group of preteens
Yeah.
that
Kids
like
kids
all
fighting
have
a supernatural force and you're just like, ugh, enough.
this is stupid. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. Yeah. Um, that's all I got, Natalie. Heidi ho. I've
Good
never said
job.
it so sad.
I
Heidi ho.
know. Hopefully not the last we hear from Chucky.
I agree. I hope. So take care, everybody. Um, you know, check in on, just make sure you just maintain a good relationship with your old foster sister, because you never know when you're going to need to water your plants or keep torturing a severed doll
First.
head for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. All right, everybody. Take care. Three, two, one, ghost.
Thanks for listening to our episode on Cult of Chucky, and hopefully our whole Chucky series too. If you enjoyed this episode, you could subscribe to our podcast and leave us a killer review on whichever platform you choose to listen. You can find us on Instagram at 321 Ghost Pod and give us a follow. We would love to hear your thoughts on the film. And let us know if there's a franchise you'd like to hear us chat about. Follow us on Letterboxd at 321 Ghost Pod to see our boost scores on all of the movies we've discussed so far. Thanks again for listening, and remember, playtime is never over, because we're your friends till the end. Heidi ho! 3, 2, 1, ghost.